Hi Sam. I hope you're having a great day. Today, we're diving into a very interesting word.
Kirche.
Hi Alex.
Kirche.
What does that mean?
Kirche.
Means church in English. It can refer to a physical building or to the concept of church as a community. The most common meaning is the physical structure, like the place where people gather for religious services.
Oh, I see. Is there anything tricky about it?
Definitely. One thing to watch out for is that
Kirche.
is not a false friend with the English word church. They might look similar, but their usage and context can vary. Now, let's talk about the grammar of.
Kirche.
It's a feminine noun, so we use the article.
Die.
The plural form is.
Die Kirchen.
So it's
Die Kirche.
for one and
Die Kirchen.
for more than one.
Exactly. In the present tense, you might use it in a sentence like,
Ich gehe in die Kirche.
which means I am going to the church.
And what about the past?
In the Prateritem, you would say,
Ich ging in die Kirche.
which means I went to the church. For the perfect, you would use
Ist.
and say.
Ich bin in die Kirche gegangen.
That's interesting. Is there an imperative form too?
Yes, you can say,
Geh in die Kirche.
which means go to the church. Now, let's explore where the word
Kirche.
comes from. It has its roots in the Old High German word,
Kyria.
which originally comes from the Greek word,
Kyriakon.
meaning of the Lord.
Wow, that's fascinating.
It is. Over time, the meaning shifted to what we understand now. It's interesting to see how language evolves. Let's break down the word.
Kirche.
It's not a compound word, so we can't really split it into smaller Lego pieces. However, you can remember it as a term related to worship and community.
Got it.
Now, let's look at some similar words. For example, words with the same prefix are a bit tricky since
Kirche.
doesn't have a prefix. But we can look at related nouns.
Okay, what do you have?
Well, there's
Kirchengebäude.
which means church building. It combines
Kirche.
with
Gebäude.
meaning building.
That's a long one.
Yes. Another example is
Kirchenmusik.
which means church music.
So that's
Kirche,
plus
Musik.
Exactly. You can also look at
Kirchensteuer.
which means church tax.
interesting.
Other similar words include
Kirchenvorstand.
for church council,
Kirchenfest.
for church festival, and
Kirchenrecht.
meaning church law.
Wow, that's a lot.
Now, let's practice speaking. Imagine you're attending a service. You could start with
Ich bin in der Kirche.
meaning I am in the church.
Ich bin in der Kirche.
Great. Now, if you were to invite someone, you could say
Komm mit in die Kirche.
meaning come with me to the church.
Komm mit in die Kirche.
Perfect. And how about if you want to ask someone about the service? You could say
Wie war der Gottesdienst in der Kirche?
meaning how was the service at the church?
Wie war der Gottesdienst in der Kirche?
Let's talk about the gender memory hints. Since
Kirche.
is feminine, you can remember it by its ending in, which is often a sign of feminine nouns in German.
That helps.
And for a vivid mnemonic, you could picture a beautiful church with a large feminine figure welcoming people inside.
I'll remember that.
Now, regarding usage notes,
Kirche.
is mostly used in formal and informal contexts. Some typical collocations are
In die Kirche gehen. Die Kirche besuchen.
and
Die Kirche renovieren.
What about similar sounding words?
be careful with,
Kirk.
which is a Scottish word for church, but it's not used in German. Let's look at some example sentences. You could say
Die Kirche ist sehr alt.
meaning the church is very old.
Die Kirche ist sehr alt.
Another example is
Ich habe die Kirche besucht.
meaning I visited the church.
Ich habe die Kirche besucht.
Great. Or you could say
Die Kirchen sind voll am Sonntag.
meaning the churches are full on Sunday.
Die Kirchen sind voll am Sonntag.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What is the gender of
Kirche.
It's feminine.
correct? What's the plural form?
Die Kirchen.
Nice. Can you give me an example sentence in the present tense?
Ich gehe in die Kirche.
Good. What about the past tense?
Ich ging in die Kirche.
Exactly. Last question, what does
Kirchensteuer.
mean?
It means church tax.
Excellent job, Sam. Today, we learned about
Kirche.
its meanings, grammar, and some interesting facts.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed it.
Keep practicing, and you'll be using it in conversation in no time.